Hello everyone, my name is Terry, and today in my lab we are diving into the world of GoPro cameras and if they are a good fit for beginner YouTube creators. Let's dive into it. GoPro cameras are known for their rugged design and action-packed footage, but can they double as a studio camera for new YouTubers as well? Will this be a compliment sandwich or something else? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the pros. Number 1. Portability. The GoPro is incredibly compact and lightweight, making it easy to carry around and set up and use during outdoor activities. Number 2, wide-angle lens. The wide-angle lens can capture more of your surroundings, giving your videos a unique perspective. Number 3, durability. These cameras are built to withstand tough conditions, so you don't have to worry about accidental drops or spills. And with the GoPro subscription, you can break your camera twice in 1 year and they'll replace it. Number 4, video quality. Despite its size, the GoPro can shoot up to stunning 5K videos, ensuring your videos are crisp and clear. Number 5, accessories. With a wide range of cost-effective mounts and accessories, you can get creative with your shots, even in a studio setting. But like all cameras, the GoPro has some limitations. Let's discuss the downsides. Number 1, fixed lenses. Unlike interchangeable lens on DSLRs, the GoPro's lens is fixed, limiting your creative options. Number 2, audio quality. While the built-in microphone is decent in perfect conditions, if you're aiming for higher quality audio, you'll need an external mic and the media mod to connect it. Number 3, limited low light performance. In a dimly lit or indoor setting, the GoPro will struggle, resulting in grainy footage. Number 4, battery life. Continuously shooting videos can drain the battery quickly. Always have a backup battery if you're filming longer videos and use the Volta grip wherever possible. Number 5, learning curve. While it's user-friendly, mastering all of its features and nuances can take some time, especially for beginners. I'll get into this more in a moment. Before I give you my experience with the GoPro, have you ran into any of these items, good or bad? Did I miss anything? Let me know down in the comment section below. I looked at the GoPro cameras for a while before I bought one. I was comparing it to something like the Sony ZV-1, which costs roughly $200 more. We purchased the GoPro in July of 2022. We figured it would be a good camera that could take a beating while recording family adventures and in the garage while I was working on woodworking projects. Because it was a 5K camera, the image quality would have been more than enough for YouTube videos as well. Basically, on paper, it checked all the boxes without breaking the bank right after having a baby and when this channel only had 105 subscribers. We took advantage of a 4th of July sale through GoPro to get the Hero 10 Creator Kit and the battery charging station. As you can see from this receipt here, it would have been closer to $900 out of pocket and be in the same realm of the Sony camera if you got the Creator Kit. After using the GoPro for a little bit, I did upgrade to an external microphone and get the flip-up screen so I could see the whole shot while trying to set up my scenes. At this point on paper, I have a very solid setup. It's comparable to $1,000+ setup from a traditional camera. After using this camera for over a year, here are my experiences as a technical person branching into videography for the first time. Setting up your scene. When people say there's issues shooting in low light, that kind of implies shooting at dusk or at night with a GoPro. While all that is true, it also applies to shooting indoors in a normally lit room. Something an iPhone could handle without issue. Properly lighting your room is now a requirement if you want to use a GoPro indoors. That's why I have the lights on over here to my side, I have the ceiling fan light on above me, and I'm sitting next to a window with the blinds open to let in natural light as well. Camera placement. While working on your lighting, you have to also work on your camera placement. There's no options to zoom and it's a fixed focal length on a GoPro. If you're using the GoPro in a talking head format like I am, you have to be very close to the camera. In my robot window washing video, I tried some green screen effects for the first time, but because I was using a GoPro to capture that, the GoPro itself was about 6 inches away from my face to keep my face in frame in front of the green screen. Part of that issue was the green screen size itself, but more of it was the limitations of the GoPro. Device overheating. Take this camera swimming, jump out of an airplane, ride a bike down a mountain, the camera's fine. Put it on a tripod, manually dial in every setting perfectly so it doesn't have to do anything dynamically. In an air-conditioned house, nope, that's too hard for it. In tripod mode, time-lapse mode, completely useless, overheats almost instantly. 4K 30 frames per second, you'll get about a half hour to 45 minutes of recording time before it overheats. 4K 60 and 5K, start chopping that time in half and in half again. Oddly enough, while recording this exact part, it overheated on me, so that's, you know, at least consistent. Basically, we're not buying a 5K camera to be able to only record in 1080p. The funny piece of this is you don't know that it overheats until it's too late, unless you have an external monitor hooked up to it. The overheating issue I could understand in certain circumstances, like if you were outside, it was a 100+ degree day, it's a black camera remaining stationary in the sun, just absorbing all that heat. I would get that if that happened. But using it indoors, roughly at the halfway point of the quality spectrum it's advertised it can do in air conditioning, that's a disappointment in this device.
Emotional damage.
Recommendations. Would I buy a GoPro again for YouTube? For me, this is ping-ponged a little bit just based off my recent videos, but overall, here's how it lays out. Most YouTubers do not split the niches that they're in like I do. So I'm gonna bucket this a little bit. If you're shooting action, adventure, travel videos, you're moving, you're riding the bike down the mountain, you're skydiving, GoPro is the leader in that space. There's obviously other competitors that may be plus or minuses in certain circumstances, but GoPro was made to jump out of a plane. So go use your GoPro, jump out of a plane. If your videos are more talking head videos like me, or the camera is stationary on a tripod the entire time, no. Write out your smartphone as long as you can. If you don't like filming on your smartphone because it's difficult, you can't see yourself, look at the Sony ZV-1. There are better options that are more reliable than the GoPro. And then the last one, building, landscaping, woodworking, that whole odd space. This really comes down to how dirty the environment is and how well are you at planning your shots. If you have your shot list just A, B, C, D, and you want high quality footage, the GoPro is still an option in that space because it can capture the high quality video. It's ruggedized so it can handle the environment, but you don't need the continuous recording that would cause it to overheat. And it's, you know, a fraction of what a professional camera would be in that space. Would I buy the GoPro again knowing what I know now? Absolutely not. Most of my content does not fit how the GoPro actually operates in the field. Ideally, would have bought the Sony ZV-1 a year ago and then just use my cell phone for the woodworking videos or the landscaping ones. But since I already have the GoPro, I've invested the money and I gotta keep growing this channel anyways, I'm gonna look to see what shots I can incorporate into my videos that make sense so that we can take advantage of the GoPro. Yeah! In conclusion, is the GoPro a universally good beginner camera for YouTube? Absolutely not. If you fit their prime demographic of an action cam and you're just doing a little talking head in the beginning and the end, then yes, you can easily work around the downfalls of the camera. If you are in a studio setup, like this case where I'm working in my office doing talking head, or you're in your kitchen on your cooking channel, no, it is not worth the headaches that come along with the GoPro in those cases. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I've mentioned some Sony cameras. I've mentioned everything with GoPro. I will link everything that I've said down below if you haven't already found it. Let me know where I'm right. Let me know where I'm wrong. Give me a thumbs up if you think I earned it. Consider subscribing as well. And until next time, keep building.